Hello again, this is Dr. Connors. Welcome to section 4 of the Help Book. Hopefully you're following along, just Jim Dandy here. Make sure you check out our website, check out my blog, check out our Facebook page, check out whatever else you need to help you through this process that maybe you've been dealing with for quite some time. Last week I just briefly, remember these are brief videos, they're not going to be full college courses because I would bore you to death, though I could talk forever, and that is my downfall. Last week we talked about damage to the blood-brain barrier and damage to the gut barrier real briefly. Today we're going to talk about the liver. Why you need protection of the liver. Well, your liver is what detoxes everything. So this is a major reason why a lot of people start having a chronic condition is because they have an impaired liver detox pathway. Matter of fact, there's genetic problems with liver detox pathways, especially with the folic acid pathway. Little side note, if you are taking any supplement with folic acid in it, it better be methyl tetrahydrofolate, or you are going to have one world of hurt on your hands. That is a cause of a methyl tetrahydrofolate defect, is taking a synthetic folic acid, which just about every pregnancy pill that has ever been out there, was pushed folic acid, and then they give you synthetic folic acid, which causes a methylation defect, which is a defect in your liver detox pathways. And it's inherited. So then you pass it down to your little baby. You cause this defect while you're carrying this baby by taking this prenatal vitamin that you were given by your doctor, and it's got synthetic folic acid. It causes a folic acid methylation defect in your and an epigenetic change in you that you pass along to this baby, and this baby's born with an epigenetic methylation pathway defect and can't detox the vaccination that you now gave them that they didn't need. And then you wonder why they got autism. Okay? Sorry, but that's just the truth. So you need your liver, and you need your liver working correctly. So if you have a defect, you need to deal with that. You need to measure that. Or you need to just supplement methyl tetrahydrofolate. So side note over, we need to help your liver every way we possibly can. So if your liver can't detox it, I've often said that, people say you are what you eat. Well, is that really true? Well, if you don't absorb that thing that you ate, then that's not part of you. So no, you are what you absorb. Well, that's closer to the truth. You are what you absorb with what you eat, and not just what you eat. You absorb things through your skin, on that lotion you're putting in, the chemicals you're putting on your face, the stuff that you're breathing in. It's the fastest way to get a toxin in your body is to breathe it through your alveolar spaces of your lung, crosses right into the bloodstream. Except injecting it. And how many times have you gotten a flu shot or your vaccinations or a medication that you didn't really need? Those injectables are the fastest way to get things into your body. We'll just put it right into your bloodstream and into the muscle. So you are what you absorb. That's much closer to being true. But the absolute truth is you really are what you don't detoxify. So even if I, breathe in gas smell while I'm pumping gas and put on sun screen that was highly carcinogen and I absorbed that, if my liver was able to get rid of it, then it's not going to have a problem with me. So you are what you don't detoxify. So if you're not detoxifying it faster than you are toxifying yourself, you're becoming poisoned. And your blood is poisoned and you will die. So your blood won't stay poisoned. It will shunt those poisons, those toxins that your liver can't expel fast enough into your fat cells. And your fat cells, I have often said, have the spiritual gift of accommodation. They just invite everybody in. So they invite everybody in and things store in your fat cells. And that is a huge starting point for an autoimmune disorder. Because at some point in time when you have an immune flare for whatever reason, pregnancy, a sprained ankle, a broken leg, an injury, or a bad flu, when those Th1 cytokines, those Marine Corps, are circulating through the body, trying to kill that flu, if they find that poison in the fat cell and they go, what the heck is that? Let's kill it. It will never be able to kill that toxin because it's not living, and it starts this whole inflammatory cascade that leads to creating antibodies against that tissue, and now you have an autoimmune disorder. Now, you might need to rewind that and listen to that about 3 times, but that's how it all begins, brothers and sisters. So we need to look at those detox pathways. There's a way to measure them. I like to do this organics panel. It's a urine test. It's a kind of slick little test, and it can tell us these different pathways and these breakdowns. You can also do genetic testing with those methylation defects. Unfortunately, there's about 40 different methylation defects, and there's only tests for about a half a dozen of them. You can pretty much, if anybody has a chronic disorder, you could pretty much guess that they have a methylation defect. You don't necessarily need a test for that, but it's always wise to do the test. I like testing, so it's always good to do that. So look at those detox pathways. You need to open those up. I'm totally against canned detoxes. So you don't want to just take, I'm going to go buy this detox at GNC and start taking this. If you don't have adequate detox pathways and you start pulling stuff out of the tissue, you just circulate it around to make yourself sicker. So don't do that. Okay, just don't do that. Make sure you know the rules. I'm not going to say them again, but okay, I will. Are you autoimmune? What's the antigen? Are you Th1 or Th2 dominant? And how else are we going to support the body? There they are in a nutshell. If you have questions, make sure you contact our website, contact our office. We're always open for consultations. Remember, about 80% of our patients are not from our area. The majority of our patients that we see, majority of our cancer patients and Lyme patients fly in from another state or another country. That's just the kind of clinic that we have. And the majority of our autoimmune patients never have to fly in. We always start with a phone consultation. So that's a good place to start. So call our clinic and you can get information on that. And I will see you at our next presentation. Make sure you read the book, download that too. I'll talk to you soon.